Hey guys, welcome to our channel. So, we've been decoding Guns N' Roses better, and I'm glad to say this is it. Well, not quite it, but this is the last category to hit with the numbers before we run them against our quantum network suspects. So, and binary is going to be real simple. Back or forward once, back once. Whole thing, we get what we get, we don't get what we don't get. Simple. So we're simplifying it to move on. Since this is mine anyway, we'll probably be a little more extensive when it comes to Stofers because that was somebody else's. They might want all the information. No. But anyway, so you got Guns N' Roses better. You got broken, changed to troubled, ever changed to never. You cross off the like letters and you bring down the changes, which in this case ends up being KNTULDN. And that's from here after crossing off everything that's alike. If you want to see it, we did it every time on the letters. And we use this chart here to convert that into numbers. And your numbers end up being 2523345. And we are going to take those forwards and backwards. All right. Starting right off at 252. You got U.S. Code 252, use of militia and armed forces to enforce federal authority. Wonder why they'd want to calculate that, considering what this thing has been about, or what we've got in all this, current events. I'll read that again. Use of militia and armed forces to enforce federal authority. So take that for what it is. And there is more. You also have an area code 252. You also have U.S. Code 35, U.S. Code 252. Effective reissue, U.S. Code, U.S. law. You also have, you get the Spokane Housing Authority, part of a phone number. And it goes on, guys. Part 252, clauses, acquisition.gov. So, you got a few things there, but we're going to move on from that and go to 523, which ends up being Camara versus Municipal Court. So there's some more law stuff, guys. Let's just... Some more Camara versus Municipal Court 387 U.S. 523, 1967. Light versus United States 5 U.S. 523. You got 523 gene result. So you got a gene ID 523. You got pill images. So that deals with drugs, and that is in fact drugs.com. So that's actually page 2. So, but anyway, we're going to move on from that, guys. Really, there's a lot there, but if you move on from that, you get 233, and this is random hits. And let me just say, the letters went through all the categories, including translations. I usually do that, say that at the beginning. But now, this is it. This is random hits for the numbers. So 233 randomly. And let me just say another. The reason we run these random is not only to get a little more information that we might not have got in the categories, but it's also to see if anything else comes up over and over and over that we might want another category, and I believe that's happened because I think we're going to go ahead and do laboratories starting with Stofers. And, you know, if it doesn't go through, it doesn't go through. It's a later category. Maybe that's not a category. But we'll see. It might go through. I should have ran this through. But We just figured it out, so you know. Anyway, moving on. You got 233, and 233 ends up being nuclear engineering and design. 233 is also general law, chapter 233. So there's more law stuff. You got some nuclear engineering stuff. You got 2 general law. You got general law part 3, title 2, chapter 233, and you have section 45 and section 22. Improper handling of parameters. You got an address here. Don't really. Oh, property records. All right. You got an address for some property records. I'll provide these searches, guys. Echo 233 miles per hour, 651. Let's see what gas 2-stroke cycle. I don't know how important that is. Probably far more important the law stuff and the nuclear engineering stuff. But yeah, if you move on from that, we do 33 by itself because 33 is a big Masonic number, right? And the stuff I wrote down, 33 by itself, is election code, chapter 33. So there's more government stuff. And 33 new cases of CVO. And 33 was all over that nonsense for a while. You couldn't tell that was made up. But 33 Tank Transit Authority of Northern Kentucky. Arduino Nano 33 BLE Sense. You got a Route 33. God, that is even page 2. And I went to page 2 for some reason. Oh, that's because there wasn't a whole lot doing on page 1. A movie, 33. And I wasn't really feeling a movie. And if that was all there was, I was going to say it didn't go through. But no, it did. There was some others. There was the election code chart and the CV-19. We're all going to die. So, I say sarcastically as possible. But if you move on from that, you get 334, and that ends up being 2019 publication 334 from the Internal Revenue Service, the IRS. And I found that to be the most interesting thing. You also have Heart Code BLS, American Heart Association course 334, 334 pill images, and that's drugs.com once again. How about a novel by Thomas M. Disch? Huh. How about a novel? Like the novel CV, huh? Novel is in a story, is in a book, is in fiction. That's kind of been all over this search as well, guys, or this decode as well as novel. So you also have a world atlas. Area code 334 is found in the United States, Alabama. So you got a few things there, but we're going to move on to 345, the last 3 numbers. And 345 ends up being 11 U.S. code 345, money of estates. U.S. code. And just looking. Format for bibliographic data. 345. Well, I'm going to say there's not as much interesting stuff on 345 here. At least not on that. I guess I never did. There we go. J.V. Boyd. J versus Boyd. 351 U.S. 345 1956. It's a court case. So there's your legal stuff again. There it is. There's another legal. Times Picayune Pub Company versus the United States 345 U.S. So there's two court cases. More legal stuff. More law stuff. Then you have HR 345 2019 to 2020. This has to do with penal institutions, pregnant female inmates, or a female inmate who is in the immediate postpartum period. And I'm not even going to get into that, but it's there. So there's more of your legal stuff. All right. So that then you can back up and take the whole thing, 252 3345, which winds up being the manager's guide to terrorism, risk, and insurance. Why not? Then you've also got BC Government Directory, 252 3345. It's a phone number. And that is actually on page 2. But the one thing I took from that was the manager's guide to terrorism, risk, and insurance. So, but there is more. I'll provide the search. You got to be careful. Sometimes the number isn't there or it's crossed off, but it was definitely there for all that. So that gets you through going forwards, and now we're coming back. And you start with 543, and 543 is 11 U.S. Code 543. Turnover of property by a custodian. You also have 47 U.S. Code 543, regulation of rates, U.S. Code, U.S. law. You also have pill images at drugs.com. Again, well, we got drugs throughout this. RPA 543, the New York State Senate. Bravo 543, Orange County Transportation. So you get a few things there, but we're going to move on, guys. We're going to move to 433, which ends up being Digital and Social Media Agency, and this is global. So that's what I would take from that. But there is more. Say that again. Digital and Social Media Agency, and it's a global thing. Global being the key. We've got that before. What's going on right now? It's global. Chinese democracy. What we're headed towards. Well, we're almost there. There's people are letting it happen for some reason. I wonder if there's any more legal stuff on page 2. Oh, how about 433 gene ID 433? So a gene result. And there you go. Rec versus Pate, US 433. So there's two court cases, US 433. Coleman versus Miller. Form 433A, Internal Revenue Service. So you got a few things there, but we're going to move on. Almost done now. Moving to 332. Right. And 332 ends up being 47 U.S. Code 332. Mobile services. Oh. Well, that sucks. Yeah, there's another legal U.S. code. It looks like I failed to run the last search. I was slightly distracted, but that's okay. We'll do it. So you got two U.S. codes, actually. 21 U.S. Code 332, injunction proceedings. United States versus California. 332 U.S. 1947. So there's another court case and more legal stuff. That seems to be a common theme in this one. And if you move to 325, you wind up with FEMA result. FEMA. IS-325 earthquake basics. You also get a gene result, gene ID 325. You've also got another area code here, if that means anything. House Bill 325. Yeah. Thompson Hall 325, University of Washington. We got them before. And then if you take, which I was actually running some calculations for Phoenix there, and I was multitasking, trying to do both, and I had spaced my last search, but 543, 3, so 543, 3, 3252, and we'll just run it randomly. You got an MLS number 5433252, rule and rule. Looks like this deals with real estate. You got them again. You got Asenilide in therapeutics, personal experience. And that's a PMID. And there's that MLS. Same thing we were just talking about. And that's that other thing we were just talking about. Use the serious function. Oh, serious. I think that's one of the... No, that's a radio thing. Now we'll just slip here and see if there's anything any more interesting. Styloma teproa, helicide, the European brown snail. All right, but the number's there. You got a robo-caller warning and a phone number. So a few things, but not quite as many things. You got euro to British pound sterling rate today. Finance. So that didn't come up during our finance search. But you got a few things there. Not as many as I would have expected. But that's okay, because that gets you through going forwards and backwards in random hits in the numbers. And that means the only thing left to do is run these remaining numbers, and I'll figure out who's left, who the numbers haven't run back to, who's circled, who fits the pattern. And I know it's Nanyang Technological University, and I know it's Texas University for sure. There might be another one or two in there I'll have to look at. But I know the numbers ran back to that 2UU already, and we had him circled. And boy, and a couple of other universities that we had circled, I know that we hit. So the list is pretty slim there. And then we'll do binary quick, just a quick forwards and backwards, the whole code. And then we'll move on to Stouffer's. And I want to look at Danny's maps too. We'll either move on to Stouffer's or look at Danny's maps, and then we will still get to the I Love Rock and Roll at some point. So for now, guys, that's random hits. A lot of legal stuff in there. And some of the stuff that deals with what we're doing now, or dealing with now, like the novel stuff. And so it kind of ties into the rest of this decode, really. I mean, those of you who are following along, is it sinking in? Do you see the pattern that it makes? Can you tell it's a code yet? Um, but anyway, guys, for now, thanks for all your thumbs up, thumbs down, when appropriate. Thanks for all your comments, leads, feedback, subscriptions. And thanks a lot for watching, guys. And for now, you guys have a great rest of your day.